Hi everyone, welcome to Nana's Classic Stitches channel. If you are new, welcome and thank you so much for clicking. Now today let's dive right into our work. I know and I believe by now you've taken your measurements, you know which measurement you belong. We're still working on our B6849 for figuring our sizes. I went ahead and did this, and you remember the sizes start from 6 to 22, so you should find your size in there. Today I'm gonna walk you through laying your pattern pieces on the fabric and cutting it. I went ahead and did a couple of things just to save time. But as you're looking at me right now beside the mannequin, when I'm working with a client, depending on the structure of the client, sometimes I pick the pattern size according to the chest measurement or the bust measurement, or I go to the next size. So it depends. And also depends on how much ease they want in their outfit. Okay? So now, as you're looking at this first fittings of the mannequin, the measurement was 41 at the chest. The bust is also 41. But if you look at size 18, because according to the pattern, with the ease is 43 at the bust, and the waist is 34.5, but my measurement is 32.5 and 41.5. So with the ease, it should fit comfortably. But now when you look at it, at the bottom here, I have more room, the ease, and it's fine. But from the bust point up, it's just right to the body. There's no room, there's no ease. So that means when the person put it on, they won't be able to move comfortably. As you keep sewing pattern after pattern and you're growing with your fitting and all that, you'll be able to tell by just looking what you need to adjust, what you need to fit. And those of you that are fitting yourself, that nobody's helping, you need two long mirror structure for you to see your back and to see the front. And as I said before, it's difficult, but you can do it. You have to do it a bit at a time. You have to take it off, put it on, fit, take it off, put it on, fit. But you can do it, and it takes time. If you get frustrated just leave it aside for a couple of hours, come back to it, or give yourself a day or two and then come back to it. Now let's move on. When you look at the back, I have all this room. This back has all this room. I put the zipper, and then the zipper had to be longer than the back waist length, so you can get in and out. I have all this. Even the seam allowance is more than enough here. But in the front, I don't have enough room. So either I cut this into the bust line and do adjustment, or go to the next size. But I don't want to walk you through adjusting and all that, because I want to work with a lot of beginners. So if I start slashing and spreading, I'll confuse you. You think it's too hard for you to do it, so you might leave it. So now I'm going to go to the next size. This is size 18. So now I'm going to go size 20 and fit it again, and then I'll make a decision. This is how I work with my clients. Okay, so now let me adjust myself, and then let me move the camera around, and then we'll go for the pattern pieces. But before I do that, you need your wax-free tracing paper and your tracing wheel. You need your scissors. You need weight. And I believe you know your size by now. So let me adjust the camera and adjust myself. Hold on. Hello there, I'm back after a long wait. Anyway, now we have our muslin. I folded it into two. So now I have the folded edge facing me, and I have my front pattern. So I put the line, says put on fold. I hope you can see. Says put on fold. So I put that on the line on the fold. I can either put weights on it, or I can pin it horizontally, maybe 1, 2, 3, or you start from one end and you work your way through all around, or you can pin it vertically, but pick any side, start from one end and continue and go all the way around, and make sure you're not picking it up all the time, otherwise you might end up having it crooked. So put your hand on and then pin it. I'll move my hand out of the way so you can see it, and then pin it. Okay, good. I put my weight on, then I use my tracing wheel, tracing paper, put it under, and I'll trace the sizes that I want, the size that I want, and then I'll mark, okay, I'll mark all the notches, and then I'll do it all around. I move around step by step, and trace it all the way, do the armhole, and then I do all the notches, come to the shoulder, or I can start from the shoulder and go all the way down, or from the bottom all the way up to the neckline. And then after I've done all that first, then I do the dot. I put one tracing paper under the pattern, this facing the fabric, the wax paper facing the fabric, and sometimes I use two, one at the top, one at the bottom facing the fabric, and then I trace. So I'll show you what I have done so far. See, and I added 1 inch to mine, and this is size 20. Okay, and I did the same thing for the back, and then after I put the pins in. And my back, I prefer 1 inch at my zipper center back, so I added 3/8 plus the 5/8. It gives me 1 inch. So that's what I did. Now that is all done, and I cut it out, and then we're gonna sew it in the next video. But something else I was gonna say. Okay. Yeah, hold on. So after it's all cut, we're gonna start sewing, but we don't have enough time, so next video we'll start sewing, and I believe you'll be ready for us to start sewing the next video. Something else too I'm gonna tell you. Okay, hold on. I'm back. Now remember what I was gonna say to you. Most of the time when I'm cutting my fabric, I don't follow the layout of the instruction. But for you starting out, please follow that until you become more experience or a little bit experience. I do that just to save fabric. So I lay it in such a way that I will save fabric. With the pattern, they always have a whole lot of fabric everywhere wasting. So then I put one beside each other, but make sure your grain line is at the right spot with your fabric. At the cervix, when you put your back my table is too small. Let's say this is your cervix, okay? And you put your back pattern on. Let me use the back pattern so you see. For your grain line to match, measure from your grain line to the edge of the fabric and make sure you have the same amount interval. That will tell you that your grain line is straight, because it's very important to have your grain line very straight, okay? With the fold line, it's not necessary too much because you put it on fold line and then it will stay straight for you. But when it comes to the back or certain pieces that you cut, make sure you measure from your grain line to the edge of the fabric and make sure you have the same distance. That means your pattern is straight on grain line. So this will be it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Bye bye for now.